Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, this is the Woodridge Parents Podcast, episode number 29. My name is Daniel Staleys, my beautiful and lovely wife, Kelly.
Hello.
Hi, Kelly.
Hello, Daniel.
How are you?
I'm okay.
I like that shirt of yours.
Yes, it is very fitting for our family.
Yeah, although it says Mother of Dressings.
No. It says Mother of, and they cross out the dragon.
It's not crossed out.
Well, they
sort of took some of it off, but you can still tell what it says. So it says Dressings.
Sons, and then it says the same thing. All my boy moms out there know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, the boys are little maniacs.
It's like a constant UFC fighting ring upstairs.
Well, they got their Xboxes back. They were a little bit of trouble for a couple of days and made them do extra exercises to get their Xboxes back. 40 push-ups, 40 sit-ups, 40 squats, and 40 lunges.
They never got up so fast to do exercises.
They were
okay. And then they were like, they were like down there before you can even start counting.
I know.
I can't.
Got a couple games of Fortnite in today.
Yeah.
It's about as much as I can handle with the two of them.
They're maniacs.
Yeah, they're lunatics. Can't take it.
I can't. They're funny, though. They're funny.
But 4th of July has passed.
Yeah.
We didn't really do anything or go see any fireworks.
That was fine. Well, I saw some fireworks at nighttime when I was about to go to sleep, and they kind of woke me up. Yeah.
We had glizzies.
Yes, we did.
A bunch of glizzies on 4th of July. Glizzies and beans.
Yeah.
Glizzies were pretty good.
They were good.
Everything was, people must have really been out partying because everything was dead everywhere.
But like
Thursday night judo was dead. Saturday morning open mat was dead.
But like as I was talking to my parents about this, like, but people's cars were home. A lot of people's cars around this, like our area, they were home. So I don't think anyone really did anything.
Looked like the beaches were packed.
I know the beaches were packed, but like around like our area, I mean specifically where we live, I saw a lot of cars home, like where you would, kind of see one car gone or both cars gone, whatever. Yeah. But you did see a lot of like cars home and not a lot of backyard barbecues this year.
Right, I didn't see many cars like kind of around too much.
And like usually we see that around here. Yeah, that's
true. So, but I mean, I put 4th of July recap, which is kind of a joke because it wasn't much of a recap. Thankfully, the derelicts down the block on Jocelyn weren't setting off too many fireworks in the middle of the street this time.
Not too many, no.
So that was pretty good.
Yeah.
But hopefully everyone's 4th of July went well.
Yes.
If you did partake in the, beach festivities.
That's just too crowded for me nowadays. I can't.
Yeah, I did see some people down there. So I hope they had a nice time.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Seemed like Wildwood was packed. Had a couple fisticuff activities.
I heard about that too.
I guess nothing too much, which is good.
Oh, man. Did things just get so much worse like as like we got older? Because I don't remember that stuff when I was down there when I was like younger and like.
I don't know. I think there was problems back then too. We just probably
didn't really hear about it. Yeah.
I mean, listen, the news, especially nowadays, sensationalizes like everything.
Yeah.
So if like 3 kids get into a fight, that's going to make the news now.
That's
I feel
true.
like that didn't always make the news back in the day.
No, you're right. You're right. Because like when we started like going out like down, like, I mean, like when I started going out down the shore in like my early 20s and then mid 20s, and I met you. I know we had like smartphones, but I don't think we had the capability of what it is now, correct? Or am I wrong?
Smartphones didn't come out till 2007.
No, I know, but I'm saying
smartphones like with cameras.
That's what I mean. Like nowadays,
high-def cameras wasn't really 2009-ish.
Okay, so nothing was really like that high tech when we were down the shore like that. Texting.
I can only imagine the good old days in the 80s and 90s when there were no phones at all.
It's a locked box of things, which is fine.
I mean, people had like the disposable cameras.
Yeah, I had what was it called? A Nokia digital camera or whatever.
Ooh,
that was like the big deal for me. Had my phone, had my digital camera.
And a digital camera.
Yeah, put it in my wristlet. And then like,
what'd you do with all those pictures? I feel like I've never seen any of those pictures.
I have no idea.
Oh,
I have no idea.
It was worth it then.
I have no idea, but I mean, like, I remember I used to upload onto MySpace.
Wow. You were a MySpace girl, huh?
MySpace and then Facebook, yeah.
Did you have music play in your MySpace?
I did. I think I had In Sync.
Oh, I bet you did. Who was in your top 8 or whatever?
I don't remember. At that point, it was still kind of like my soccer friends. Was that
Mommy and Daddy?
Joy and Lotus, please. Joy just got on Facebook a couple years ago.
Oh, jeez.
No, I don't really remember, honestly.
I mean, Facebook's for the old people now.
Or anyway. I tend to forget a little bit, if you know what I mean. I don't really want to bring up.
That makes
so let's just drop that a little bit right there. Thank you.
That makes sense.
Oh, God.
Speaking of the authorities and kind of surprising us, we had a nice young, one of the new young gentleman cops, whom I don't really know too well, actually, which is one of the few cops that I don't know well. Rang our doorbell. Was it last night?
Yeah, last night.
Last night at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
To tell us that our garage door was open. So thank you, officer. We appreciate it. And again, I you know, he was sweet, and I appreciate the sentiment. And to be fair, like, you had fallen asleep on the couch, so the TV was probably still on, of which you could probably see that like through the window.
Yeah, but I still had a stroke.
I think like maybe a little like light knock on the door might have been more appropriate than ringing the doorbell.
I almost had a stroke.
So instead of opening the door, Kelly runs upstairs and gets me.
Of course. I was like,
there's someone at the door. I think the police are here. I'm like, oh.
I'm like, get downstairs now. I was scared. Like I was woke up out of like a dead sleep, and like, I mean, God forbid anything happened to any of our family. I mean, like, a cop would come to the door, and that's what I was like thinking. And I was like, oh my God. And like, you like after he left and like you were trying to calm me down, like you felt it was pounding. Like, you know, I was like, and again, like, he was super nice, doing something really nice. But again, like, I wasn't expecting that. And babe, come down.
Yeah, you know, I just opened the door in my undies. I wasn't really concerned at that point. And he's nice, you know. He was very kind, and you know, he was trying to be a nice guy. He might have forgotten what time it was in the morning. He's working the overnight shift,
and I get that, you know. But I just got really, really, I didn't know what to do. And again, I was really, really nervous, and I was woken up out of like a dead sleep, and I'm like, get out here right now.
Yeah, it was a little much,
Sorry,
but shout out to him for helping us, I guess. I mean, you know, we don't really lock the doors anyway, so
I locked the door after that. I was so nervous. Have
too much, unless they want to come downstairs and start unhooking my computers.
I know.
There's not much gold and treasures in the house to be had anyway.
Well, we have a lot of cars in Danny's room. A lot of the Matchbox cars. That's why we have plenty of. No, not at all. I'm just saying.
I'll sell those things immediately if they're worth money. My lord.
No. I'm just saying.
Sit there on top of that big contraption.
Oh, he plays with those things though.
Whatever he gets worth money, they're getting going.
But yeah, that was like our big thing last night.
I mean, to be fair, we have cameras all around the outside and inside of the house, so that's kind of more my security method. But it was a little surprising. I didn't really know what was going on either.
Me neither.
But thank you, Woodridge PD.
So if I was going to go through that, I was not going through it alone. I'd be like, baby, get out here right now. At least
the boys didn't wait. I mean, the boys sleep like rocks.
Yeah,
so
I know.
You know.
If I yelled any louder, I think they probably would have woken up.
Yelled? When did you yell?
I was like, babe, get down here right now. There's a cop at the door. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, my God. I mean, to be fair, if you were wide awake, you wouldn't have known what was going on anyway. You were still getting there.
But still.
Yeah, I mean, the only kind of leeway I give is like the TV was probably still on.
Mm-hmm. So it was still on. I fell asleep.
It's Saturday night. They're still awake.
Even though I was probably asleep for like 4 hours.
Yeah, but I mean, like, even in the garage, we have like a couple tables with like, there's a little bit of like lawn stuff in the front, and then like 3 pieces of workout equipment in the back that aren't really worth much.
Well, the boys' bikes.
Oh, the boys! Oh, God forbid. Well, I guess that can actually transition us into the next topic of our bike rides that we had yesterday. I guess we'll probably do that again today after dinner.
Oh no, they expect us to do that again today after dinner.
We're doing bike rides every day now.
Apparently, yeah.
But after dinner we took the boys over to Westmont and walked and rode their bikes for a little bit. The plan was to walk up the hill and then down the hill over to Westmont.
Didn't happen.
The boys could kind of barely figure out how to push their bikes.
Yeah.
And they were taking forever already. So after about 2 steps,
yeah,
we said, okay, bikes in the truck.
Yeah.
And then we just...
That would have been a horrible.
Yeah, I mean, they're...
Beginning and end.
They're just kind of... They're just getting ahead of the bicycles. But it's nice down there, really. The walking path and the park, and it's a nice place to ride their bikes. We don't have to worry about cars. There were some other people that they almost ran over, but
they did.
But other than that, it's a nice long track too.
Oh my god, it's a nice long track, but he almost ran over a couple people.
Johnny's just getting the hang of it. And I feel like weird because like there's like these little kids like whipping past them in their bikes, but they're probably like 4 years older than them.
They really are.
The
and I
boys
told
are just
you,
so big.
No, I told you like that one little kid that like you probably thought was like Danny's age. I'm like, no, he's at least in 4th or 5th grade. Like I can just tell like the kids, and that's why I'm like, calm down. He just needs time to get used to it because other kids are whipping around him, and I'm like, they're at least like 4 years older than him.
Yeah, I mean, both the boys still have training wheels. Johnny was okay, but like Daniel's training wheels just keep bending because he like leans one way or the other.
I think they were like that though, like when we got the bike too. They weren't flat like Danny's.
Got them, but like he doesn't balance well on them, so he like leans heavily on one side, so it literally just bends.
I know.
Well, we're taking Daniel's training wheels off today, and
he said that he was, I want them off today. I want to learn how to really ride a bike. I'm like, okay.
He's a little nervous, but because like I'll straighten them, and then eventually they bend again. So he's like riding the bike like this.
I know,
and I'm like, this isn't working.
No, I know.
I have to again put more air in their tires. Like it was full, but I have to make them like really full because they pedal so slow.
I know.
Even like when they're getting going, like it's not really moving too well.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the chain or.
I have no idea.
I don't know either, but we gotta figure out something.
Yeah, but like
slow pokes on the bicycle.
But like once Danny figures it out, he'll be fine.
Yeah.
But he just needs. What did he say? His goal was by August.
Yeah, something like that.
Like okay,
some arbitrary goal.
But you want to know what? It's not actually that bad because I mean, like August is like in like a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Oh my god, August is in a couple weeks.
I know.
What?
You're starting school soon, Kelly.
I have to do a lot of work over the summer. You know that.
Well, it's the summer, so.
No, but I can't go in there yet. If I was able to go in there, I would have been in there already. But I can't go in there yet until my room's actually cleaned out and stuff. So I'm going to be there like a lot. So, good. Yeah, I have to redo a couple things. I have to buy a couple new things and,
Shouldn't the school be like giving you these things? You're buying stuff.
I'm sorry.
Bastard kids.
Are we in Upper Saddle River?
I'm sure Upper Saddle River doesn't give you much either.
Yeah. Well, just a little couple of refreshers. I have a brand new classroom this year, so I have to make it my own.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yep.
But so we did bike rides. That was fun.
It was.
Also, when what was it? Friday night we watched the movie.
Minecraft, correct? Yeah. I think it was. Well, today's only Sunday, so yeah, it was
Friday.
Saturday. Yeah, Friday. Yeah.
So we finally watched the Minecraft movie. It's on HBO Plus or whatever.
Yeah,
Max Go, because I think they're going back to HBO now.
Are they now? I mean,
I think Max was like the silliest name ever because it just made you think of Cinemax.
Oh yeah. Ooh.
Now I think they did buy like Cinemax, but I don't really like HBO is like a iconic name.
Oh yeah,
thing. Like it didn't really make sense.
Do you remember a long time ago when like every Saturday night they would come out with a brand new movie?
Oh yeah,
I love that.
That was like the cycle of movies back then. Like it was movie theater, and then it would go to VHS.
Yep.
And then a little bit after that,
like Blockbuster, right? It would go to Blockbuster.
VHS.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Did you forget what VHS is by now?
I know what VHS is. Yeah.
Shout out to Video Madness. Actually, Blockbuster was like here way later. Blockbuster came over by the Stop and Shop more in like DVD times, to be honest.
Oh, really?
We had a Video Madness in Woodridge. It's, I want to say it's where the Indian food place is now, where the pizzeria was on Hackensack Street, next to the Greek place.
Oh, the Greek. Oh, okay.
But Video Madness was great. They had like Super Nintendo games and Nintendo games, stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Then I'm pretty sure they had like a dirty room in the back, which I was never old enough to go to.
Where it would have like down. Little like beads going down where you can't go through it.
Yeah, pretty much. I remember one time at Blockbuster, and this was like late. This was in like the mid 2000s because we had the Blockbuster Pass back then.
Okay,
so you can get 2 DVDs at any time, and then just go return them and get another one. Go return them, get another one. You didn't have to pay per rental. So we used to get movies here all the time. My dad and me, whomever I was with at that time. And I remember one time we went to go and look for DVDs, and like this old like creepy guy came in, and we like overheard him ask the girl like working there, was like, "Excuse me, do you have any X-rated movies?" And she was like, "No." Like we kind of like looked over like, "Oh, like who?" Like this was like way into like the internet time by then.
Yeah,
like, who's going to Blockbuster?
Well, apparently that guy was.
Apparently, he was creepy. So I didn't really get that, but anywho, we did watch the Minecraft movie. Honestly,
it's good.
It was pretty good.
It was really good.
It was good. Kelly loved it. Kelly loves like mindless comedy like that. Yeah, I know. Don't get started.
I loved it.
If the kids hear that, they're going to come down here screaming, and then God forbid they hear chicken jockey, they're going to lose their minds.
Oh my God!
Daniel like screamed at the top of his lungs.
I know. I was like, "What?
Chicken jockey!"
I know.
I was like, "Okay, take it easy."
I was like, "What is happening right now?"
It was kind of bugged out, but it was pretty good.
It was good. They're definitely gonna have a Minecraft too. It leaves it open.
Yeah, I would think that they probably will have another one.
Yeah.
But Jack Black was.
Oh my God.
I mean, he's Jack Black. He's really super goofy, and he was funny. Khal Drogo, Momoa was really funny too. Actually, the girl from. Orange is the New Black.
Yes, and the other girl, Natalie the blonde, she was actually in that series Wednesday.
The blonde?
Oh no, she wasn't blonde in this one. The kid's sister.
Right.
Yeah, she was in the series Wednesday.
Was she Wednesday?
She was in Wednesday. She was her friend. But like she co-starred in it.
Yeah, because the blonde was Stifler's mother.
Oh, and
who was the lady from what is that?
Makes me feel like what a hot dog.
I know she's a nut job. What is that show that we watched like a couple episodes of that she was in on I think HBO that like everyone talks about now, but it has like no plot whatsoever.
Oh, that series, right?
Yeah.
I don't even know if I'm
something hotel
Lotus.
White Lotus. I didn't really get it.
We didn't. Well, we watched a couple episodes.
Yeah, because it was not great. Now people love it, so
maybe we should start doing it again. See if we can get into it.
The thing is, like, I don't love like those mindless, plotless shows.
Oh, I know.
Case in point, like Shameless. I thought Shameless was atrocious. Now I know a lot of people love Shameless. And I'm sure there were like some funny parts and stuff like that, but I thought Shameless was kind of silly. The family in Shameless are trash bags.
Yeah.
And it's like glorifying trash baggery.
Trash baggery. That's
so,
good.
I didn't really love it. You know, like the Minecraft movie was silly and really goofy, but it had like a basic plot line that they went through.
No, it did. You're right. It had to have a basic plot line.
And the graphics were kind of weird.
But they were cool.
It was almost like, it had to be like puppets and stuff like that, right? I don't know like if it was full CGI or if they did like live action puppetry.
I have no idea. I mean, could it have been people in costumes or no?
Yeah, I guess.
Right? But
it was pretty good.
Well, especially that guy that went home with Stifler's mom. Remember?
Well, yeah, he was like a villager from Minecraft.
And he like just like stayed there.
Then,
like for no reason.
They didn't speak at all. And then eventually he like has this like elegant like British accent.
But then she doesn't speak now. Like they like switch.
They speak the villager language.
Yeah.
So honestly, shout out to the Minecraft movie because I thought it was pretty good.
It was really good. It was really funny, and the kids liked it too. And that was really like the first movie they actually sat through and watched.
Yeah, I mean, we went to the movies and saw, which was the only movie that I guess they went with you guys with Crystal.
Oh yeah, we went to we saw
we saw Inside Out,
Despicable Me 4.
We saw that, and then we saw Inside Out 2.
2, yeah.
Which I think Johnny fell asleep during that.
He did fall asleep with his popcorn in his hand.
Yeah. We have to go to the movies again. We haven't been to the movies
I know.
since
It's
then.
just that they're so expensive, but we have to go for like a matinee where it's like a little bit less.
Yeah. There's also nothing really, other than the Minecraft movie, which we had planned on going to, but like it just never really.
Yeah. I mean, it's just kind of like, but like I feel like the movies like come on the TV so much faster now too.
They do.
That like it's not really kind of worth. I mean, the experience is good going to the movies,
Well,
but
the Minecraft
like
movie probably came out like 6 months ago.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
But I mean,
probably.
definitely back in the day, like
it took like a year.
It was way longer.
Like I feel like there's so much going on that like you don't even like realize how long it takes to come out on to the TV.
Yeah,
there's
a lot of entertainment on these,
or
days.
like to the apps or whatever. It's not even like the TV. It's like it's like to the apps.
And I didn't even realize like with our Disney Plus like subscription, we get ESPN Plus and
everything,
like, Hulu too.
Yeah.
So we watched a little bit of the UFC fight last week.
And we have Peacock now too.
Peacock?
Because my mom, because her soap opera is Days of Our Lives and on that.
Yeah,
so,
we gotta, since we cut out like YouTube TV and all that stuff, occasionally there's some things I do want to watch. So we got to get that account from your mom and dad.
From a Peacock?
Just for pretty much anything.
I already have it. Yeah. It's already on there.
Right. But I mean like for anything, like, because then you could watch like ABC or stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So we'll figure that out. Joy and Lou, shout out.
No, but on Hulu it does have all those things in there.
We don't get live TV in Hulu. That's a different package.
Okay.
I've checked it out.
Okay.
Because I had like when the NBA finals were on, I was thinking about watching it, which I ended up not really even being interested in anyway. But like, I wanted to check if we had it, and like you had to jump through all these hoops to like see, but we did not. We don't have. We have ESPN Plus, Hulu, and Disney Plus, but not Hulu Live TV.
Oh, okay. All right.
I don't know. The next thing that we have coming up for this upcoming weekend.
It's already coming. Oh, my goodness.
Which we've been working on, myself and the boys, is the two things related to Judo, which is our Judo tournament on Sunday the 13th.
Yes.
Which is really coming up fast already.
I mean, I feel like we just talked about, like, oh, yes, it's going to be in July, blah, blah, blah. And now it's like, oh, wait, it's next week.
Yeah, it's here.
Oh, there we go.
And also the day before on the 12th, Daniel is going for his belt test. So he'll be going up a belt.
Yes.
Hopefully. Passes the test. He's been doing good.
Yeah, he's been doing
really good. Although he can't really pronounce Kodokan very well.
He was doing okay the other day.
Kushiku Judo.
So cute. He can't.
But we've been working on the throws that he needs to do and the questions.
Yeah.
So he's been doing pretty good.
He's like, Mommy, test me. I'm like, I don't really know the throws. No, Mommy, just the questions. I'm like, oh, yeah, I could do that. Okay, cool.
Yeah. We worked on the throws. He did pretty good.
Good.
And then on Saturday, we went to that open mat, which ended up being almost nobody there, which turned out to be good because then the boys just threw on the mats for like an hour.
That's good.
Practicing their throws.
I was wondering where you guys were. I went to BJ's, went all over the place. I'm like, they're still not home. I had peanut butter and jelly sandwiches ready for you guys.
Yeah, I mean,
I was like, wow.
They threw like it caught up pretty quick because there wasn't that many people there, so they were just throwing for a while. And then by the time I looked at the clock, it was like quarter. We started at 11. It was quarter to 12. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, I might as well get a couple rolls in.
No, yeah.
So I got a couple rolls in. Got my butt kicked by higher belts, but that was good.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
It happens.
But I have to be under 198 pounds to fight in my division, and I'm there now. I'm like 197 right now this morning. Mm-hmm. Sure, we'll eat dinner and some of those frozen strawberries with peanut butter that we made today.
I only made 5. I only made 10.
Well, then we're gonna have to probably make more. I mean, I'll eat all 10 of them. So, but I've been staying in that area, so I think I'll be all right. And we're doing the weigh-ins at the dojo, so it's.
Oh wait, your dojo? Oh,
yeah,
okay.
the weigh-ins are local, so.
Oh, I'm sure you'll be fine.
Might as well put Danny at the super low weight class.
Can you imagine? No,
but Daniel's got to stay under the kind of weight limit too.
Yeah,
he's got to stay under like 63.9 kilos.
Okay,
he's basically there now. So.
Yeah, pretty much. And then John's the same.
Well, Johnny's at 22 kilos plus.
But where is Johnny going to be? Is he going to be going with older kids?
No, I mean, It depends on who signs up. I mean, most likely, yes, but it depends on who signs up in his division. Because it's 22 kilos plus.
Yeah.
I'm trying to, it was like 45 pounds.
Yeah, John is like 62.
If somebody's like 49 pounds and he's 62, he might have to fight.
Just lay on him, John. Just lay on him.
I mean, he still hasn't grasped how big and strong he is.
He
just
does.
yet.
But here's the thing: when he fights his brother, he does.
Yeah.
Not when he's fighting other kids. Like he will go toe to toe with. Like he will punch Danny in the face. Like he will, and he'll throw him. He'll pick him up.
I mean, if they're both doing randori, he can't throw Danny.
No, I don't mean that type of throwing. I mean, he will literally pick Danny up and throw him on the couch. Like he's strong enough to do that. Yeah. But he doesn't understand that he can actually use that against other kids.
If he really snaps in, and he's been throwing a lot. Yeah. He's been practicing a lot. He practices with all the older boys.
Yeah.
And he's got the kid at Judo that he goes with who's his age, but much smaller.
Yeah.
And that kid used to kind of throw him around because Johnny would just like fall over.
He gets mad now.
But I think it's starting to kind of snap in where he knows to just be strong and pull in and do his throw.
Well, when he goes against Allie, it's so cute because you could tell he doesn't want to hurt her at all. He goes, "Mommy, she's 7." I go, "Yeah, honey, but you also weigh 30 pounds more than her."
Well, he's been throwing her.
I know he has been. He told me, "I threw Allie." Dave's like,
I know that's Danny's. That's one of Danny's girls.
Main squeezes, yeah.
I know, but he's been doing good.
That's good.
So
I'm gonna be like, oh my god, that day I'm gonna be friggin' nervous. I have all 3 of my boys going up.
I know. I hope they don't fight too close to each other.
Well, I mean, you have to think too. Danny is how many is he 2 bantams above John?
3,
and John's bantam 1. Yeah.
Johnny will be fighting first thing in the morning.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I know he'll be fighting first thing, but do you know what coaches are coming at? Are they all coming, or only a couple?
I'm sure they'll be there.
Yeah. I really want young Alex to be there for John because he adores John. Yeah. But I know that you're gonna be sitting there, coaching him and stuff like that.
Probably, yeah.
But
I'm sure all the coaches will be there.
Yeah. Well, I told Sensei Scully, I'm like, yeah, John's going for the first one. He goes, really? I'm like, yeah. He was like, do we know who he's fighting it? I'm like, I have no idea.
No, I could probably.
Can we look it up later?
Well, it's not publicized yet. We'll probably know by Thursday.
Oh, Thursday.
I mean, I could text the tournament director and see kind of how it's looking.
Now, who is who's actually running it this time?
The UNESCO Cup is Cranford Judo's tournament.
Okay.
Sensei UNESCO was one of Sensei Kamal's senseis.
Oh.
And then there's Nick UNESCO, who was Sensei Kamal's age, and they used to compete with each other.
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
And then his sons, Jack and Nick UNESCO. Jack's the one who should be making the Olympic team.
Oh, wow. Okay.
He's ranked up there. He does pretty good. So he should be able to qualify for the Olympic team and hopefully win some matches. He's won a couple, smaller tournaments in Europe and stuff like that.
Oh, wow. Good for him.
But actually, the father, Nick UNESCO, a couple things. He had made the Olympic team in 1985.
Oh, that's when I was born.
And apparently we boycotted the Olympics that year, something with Russia or I guess Russia.
Okay.
So he made the team, but we boycotted it. So he never actually got to fight.
Oh, that's so bad. Oh my gosh.
And now it's the 40th anniversary of that. So they're doing some remembrance thing with USA Judo with them. But his son, Jack, is really, really good.
That's good.
He's yoked too.
Really?
Yeah. Remember Sensei used to say, you want to be tough? Be like Jack UNESCO. He does 1,000 push-ups, 1,000 sit-ups every morning. I'm like, okay. I don't know. How long do they even
1,000? You'd be there all morning doing it.
Well, not necessarily. I mean, if you do it, depends on how fast you're doing them.
Yeah.
I mean, you bang out 100 in a couple minutes. If he's really 1, 2,
my
3,
God.
4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, if you're really banging them out, even if you did 1 a second, that's only a minute and a half.
Yeah.
And,
I don't know.
boys did 40 today.
They did do 40 today.
Took quite some time to 3 sets to get the 40 done.
Well, I mean, like they did like 3 sets of like a lot of different things too. It wasn't just like sit-ups or push-ups. Right. So
they're getting there though.
They are.
Their form has gotten a lot better, especially with the push-ups. I
can't even believe how they're doing push-ups.
And like when they do the push-ups, their back muscles are like unbelievable.
I know. I was watching like their little, what is this thing over here called?
Triceps.
The tricep or whatever. Like Daniel's was like really, really defined, and John's was too.
There too. Johnny's still got a little chunky monkey baby fat on him.
Only in his belly a little bit. It's not because he has to have another growth spurt. Remember how like he grew like
he'll stretch out.
Yeah, just like Danny had a little belly too.
I looked at that picture of Daniel in his first day of judo class, which was like 3.5 years ago now.
His cheeks.
He was a little chunky face back then. I was oh my God.
He had very chunky cheeks. He did. The rest of his body didn't. He wasn't chunky at all, but like his cheeks were like.
He had little chunky cheeks. It was adorable.
With his with his dimples and everything.
Yeah. But a lot of their little tournament squad, they're in that video. Like him, Jacob, Keon, and Amir.
Well, Keon and Amir aren't going to the UNESCO Cup.
Really?
They're not, no. I talked to Sam.
Huh.
I think they're
fighting. I think they're going to the U.S. Open.
Well, yeah, they're going
after that.
Yeah, they're going to Florida.
I'm surprised they're not fighting in the UNESCO Cup though. Are they doing something else?
I'm not sure. I'll ask Sam on Tuesday, but I asked her and she said that. Well, she said she wasn't sure, and then she didn't tell me a definite. So as of right now, they're not. But again, I could be wrong. They could.
Listen, man, the tournaments get expensive too.
Yeah,
there was like $85 per person.
Yeah.
And then if they're going to the U.S. Open, then you got plane tickets and hotel rooms.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Stuff like
that. Adds up.
It certainly does. The jiu-jitsu tournaments, the one in August for us is like 130 each.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. Barely more in one match.
Oh God, I know.
Like, sorry, but oops.
Yeah, I hope so. Well, we got a Subforce has to accept us.
I already texted Abe, and he's going to get back to me. He's going to see what he can do to get that going.
I mean, for you, it shouldn't be an issue. For me,
for you, that's the only thing.
Doing us a favor, but
no, I texted him yesterday. He got back to me, so he says he'll like look into it and just like he'll let me know.
If they don't, we might have to look into going to Philly instead. So we're not going down to Wildwood, dude.
That's too much.
Wildwood's far because we're not staying.
I know. I'm not going to go 3 hours.
Philadelphia's like an hour 45, 2 hours at the most.
3 hours going down to Wildwood is not.
No, and then not driving back.
Yeah, no.
No. I talked to Professor Jamie today about the kids' jiu-jitsu. Monday, Wednesday at 5.
Monday, Wednesday at 5. Okay.
So we'll think about starting to get them going in that too.
Yeah, why not? Especially if like when you have your football practices. I mean, like during the week.
If it
conflicts,
judo, then
at least they could do the other one.
They could do that. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Now, like, would they have to have like different belts and everything too for that?
Yes,
they would, right?
They
okay,
go back to white belts. There's like a whole different system.
No, I know.
Like gray belts.
Half gray, and it's like honestly,
I don't even really know.
Yeah.
But yeah, they would have different belts for that.
Okay,
which is fine.
No, I was just curious, but I mean, we should definitely think about doing that so like they don't like.
Yeah, I mean, there's a million jiu-jitsu tournaments. There's 10 times more jiu-jitsu tournaments than there are judo tournaments. So,
and that's where I feel like the boys need work more on the ground.
A lot of work on the ground.
So I mean, I wouldn't push them into that type of tournament really fast.
No,
because they need to learn those simple escapes that they do not know at all.
Yeah.
And the sweeps that they don't really know.
But they would also like
the pick up fast.
In particular, he would throw those kids all over the place.
No, I know that, but like for them to start and then a kid just goes right onto the floor, like he would just probably jump on them. You know what I mean? Like he wouldn't really know what to do in that situation.
He does know. I mean, the kids do like submissions too in jiu-jitsu,
yeah.
So it's not like in judo where there's no arm bars, no chokes or anything. Yeah. Like that's just pins. Like they do.
That's good though.
Jiu-jitsu.
That's good.
But then also wrestling. You got wrestling. The camp is.
Yeah, we have to put it on the calendar because there's so many things going on.
Yeah, it's not this week, is it?
I know one of them is next week.
You got to check that calendar, see if he's got camp tomorrow.
I know. Let me know. Yeah.
I mean, we've only been talking about it for months. But,
I mean, that's all on your phone, right?
Okay, but you got the fridge calendar that, you know.
I don't know. I have to put on the fridge calendar today.
I think it might be tomorrow.
Okay, well then we have to talk about that.
We got to make sure we get that going. All right.
Yeah.
And then the last thing I have, which does kind of coincide with me trying to make weight here, is tracking our macros. So I've been using the MyFitnessPal app for, I think it's 3 months now. Because it has like a streak thing. Like how many days you've tracked your food.
I'm on streak 3.
Yeah, Kelly's just started on stage 3. But it's honestly made a big difference in me trying to lose weight and stay in shape. Because like, not even as much like not eating as much, but like eating as much. Like really trying to hit your macros, like your protein numbers and your carb numbers and your fat numbers. Like I track everything I eat now. When we go out to eat, it becomes kind of a pain in the butt because like it's hard to really track, but we weigh the food at home now. Everything is scooped out in portions and stuff like that. Not
for the boys, just for us.
No, for them, it'll be coming soon enough. Once they start seeing some abs, they're going to want to, Dad, you got to have enough protein.
I know.
But it's, you know, even like you were saying, like it's almost harder to make sure you eat enough.
It is.
Than to like not eat too much. But then it's nice, like when you have like 1,000 calories left for the day, and like you're good on your macros, you're like, oh, I can have a little snacky.
Yeah. Where am I going today after dinner to get a snack?
Well, I mean, we'll see how those strawberries suffice, and then we do have our pudding. And it's kind of the last day because this week I'm going to really kind of hit it hard.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
But I'm also like at my number right now, so I don't want to.
I know.
Like even if we eat one of those ice creams, that's like
I'm not talking about that.
Calories.
No, I'm not talking about that at all. No.
Honestly, just more peanut butter strawberries, if anything. Because those strawberries are really low calories.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, it's tracking your macros, which is like tracking the food and entering the food that you eat and making sure you're staying in your calorie deficit, making sure you're hitting your protein numbers and you're not going too crazy on carbs and fat. It's made a big difference. So I don't know if MyFitnessPal has like a commission program, but definitely sign up for MyFitnessPal. And it just makes it easier really. Because you're not like stressed out, but like you see everything, you know what you're working at. And I try to like always be honest with it, even if I know I'm kind of being a little piggy. Yeah. Like put it all in there. Yeah. Then you could look. And then, you know, if your weight goes, because I track my weight every morning too. So you can correlate the different, you know, well, I eat this much. Like when we were still eating pizza on Fridays, like it would, woo.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Like but the one thing that was kind of nice, there's a decent amount of protein in pizza because like the cheese and stuff.
Yeah.
So, but that also became a pain in the butt too, like figuring out how to, because you could put like slice of cheese pizza, but like, how big is it? How small is it? And all who made it and all different things like that. So,
well, the boys are missing their pizza, just so you know.
Well, it's tournament time. And Danny goes, all of us got to stay on weight.
No, Danny goes, Mommy, are we going to be able to have pizza ever again? Because I really miss it. I'm like, yeah, don't worry, Sunday night.
Yeah, we'll have to, yes, okay. Sunday night after
Sunday night is fine.
Only if they win gold, then they'll get pizza. Only gold winners get pizza.
So. Oh, geez.
Which probably won't be me anyway, so we'll see.
Stop.
Although I'm going down to the lighter weight class, so let's see if hopefully that's going to make a difference for me.
Hey,
I've never actually won gold in judo. I got like a bunch of silvers and some bronzes, and I've never won gold. So this is going to be the time, hopefully.
Yes.
At the UNESCO Cup. This will be posted after the tournament is? No,
before.
No. This will be posted Tuesday before the Sunday tournament.
Yeah.
So wish me luck on Sunday the 13th in Sea Caucus at High Tech High School, which is honestly a beautiful high school.
I know. Are we going to be doing our podcast after on Sunday? No, probably not, right?
Probably not. Maybe we'll probably do it on Saturday.
Saturday? Okay.
Yeah. We'll do a Saturday cast. That'll be hopefully after Danny gets his belt. So, and I'm actually, because I don't really want to be like, when I go to Shameless, like I do like the heavy weights and stuff, and it makes me sore. So I'm probably going to just for like this week do a different plan and just do like low lower weights and like high reps and
that
try
makes
to
sense.
Like, just get moving and get my cardio
absolutely,
going. My cardio's been pretty good. I mean, I train 6 days a week now.
That's good, yeah.
So like my cardio tends to be pretty good. And there will be other people. I know Johnny Malvada. He's competing as well.
Oh, is he?
He's under 220, so he's in a different division. But at least he'll be there, and we'll be able to like warm up with each other.
That'll be nice for you.
That's
guys.
the thing that stinks about like I go to a lot of these tournaments and like there's no one else from our team like competing, and I'm just running around in a circle trying to warm myself up, and it just doesn't really work. But now that you're kind of into it,
I was gonna say because
I'm bringing a gi if I'm by myself.
I'll bring a gi. It's fine. Yeah,
warm up with you.
Absolutely.
Because they say like you really got to get like a good sweat going.
Yeah,
like, you don't want to like completely tire yourself out, and you also don't want to get a good sweat going and then get cold.
Yeah.
But I definitely have like that issue. Like there's nobody to warm up with, so I'm trying to just do things on my own.
Yeah.
And it
well, maybe
stinks.
this will make a difference when your buddy's there, you know?
Yeah. I hope
and again,
so.
like obviously you're going to be warming up with him differently than you would warm up with me too.
Yes and no. I mean, it would be similar to how I warm up with you, but it's when I'm by myself, I can't do anything.
Yeah. No, I know. Yeah.
I'm just literally running around like in Crocs.
I know.
Like trying to do jumping jacks and like just trying to turn into throws like by myself.
Yeah.
I really should just ask like random people like, hey, do you want to do some uchikomis? Which is still kind of awkward.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of creepy.
I mean, listen, it is what it is. And like I know a bunch of the guys now, like even the other guys that I compete with.
Yeah.
So they probably would.
Yeah.
But it'll be good to have other people there.
Does anyone else from any other like adults from your dojo actually compete anymore or no?
Not really. This kid Ricky, who he's like an adult, but I don't know, he might be in his early 30s, late 20s.
Oh, okay.
He trains a little bit with us sometimes during the day, but he usually goes to night class.
Yeah.
He competed like at our tournament. Mike Kamal, Sensei's nephew, he competed at our tournament last time, but he's not like always there. But no, it's kind of, it's mostly kids, and even it's low in the kids numbers, to be honest. There's like our crew of kids that compete all the time, and that's
I literally call them the competition team.
Yeah.
I do.
Oh, we get to show the boys their
I know, they have no idea.
They don't even know they have.
Not yet.
They came out okay.
They came out great. Your buddy Vinny can't do it with you? Or is he too busy?
I mean, it depends. Sometimes he shows up to coach, but sometimes he's busy. He works.
Yeah.
So shout out Sensei Mike Poster. At least he comes and coaches us.
No, he does.
You know, so I do appreciate that because he's one of the people he's always there.
Yeah, he's always there. Sensei George? Or is he busy?
He's not going to be there. You know, he's busy.
Yeah.
They all say that they're going to show up.
Yeah.
But, Sensei George is AKA my boss. So, I'm not really ruffling those feathers too much. He was there at the open mat yesterday, and he was there today.
That's good.
So it was good. We actually did like a little gi yesterday, which I haven't done gi jiu-jitsu in quite some time.
Oh, really?
It's been no gi in the summer. Mm-hmm. And at least I don't feel as bad because like people actually have their belts on. So like I'm getting whooped up by blue belts and purple belts and black belts. So at least I'm like, oh, well, all right.
Well, yes, a belt.
And, yeah, I mean, in no gi, I have to like ask, like, hey, what color are you? He's like, oh, purple. I'm like, okay.
It's like, okay,
I feel better.
That makes sense. Yeah. Okay.
But I did pretty good. I'm getting better.
That's good, yeah.
I'm getting there.
Yeah, see, like I do, I'm doing gi tomorrow morning. No gi on Tuesday night. No gi Wednesday morning. And then gi on Thursday. And then I'm going to the class on Saturday with you guys too. Hopefully I won't hurt myself again. No, I really have to like watch. So.
All right. All right, Kelly. We hit all our numbers. We actually have a decent time here. We always think that we're never going to have anything to say.
I know. We always talk about that.
But then apparently we do,
yes.
which makes sense because you always got something to say.
Always, even if it's not wanted. So,
Wow. Always yapping.
Always yapping. I have to go and baste my chicken again. I did that before.
Oh, chicken basting time.
Yes, but it actually smells really yummy. It
does. It's been working out pretty good.
Today we'll have it, and then we'll have it tomorrow for leftovers. And then
I would say maybe
was not enough last time for leftovers.
No, it was fine. It was fine. That's fine. But I know you like broiling things at the end.
Don't broil it.
No, you can try to broil this one, but just do it earlier.
Okay.
So then it crisps up the skin.
All right. Well, you can help me with that upstairs.
The crispy skin.
Okay.
Like, I know you're not a skin person.
Yeah, I like the skin.
Well, because it's not crispy. Like, if you get crispy skin, super
well,
good.
you can help me with it upstairs. There's still a lot of time left anyway.
Okay, good. Well, that'll wrap it up for episode 29.
29 is very fine.
Yeah, we used that last time, but I had to cut it out
but you did the wrong
last
one.
episode, we called it episode 29 in the beginning, and it was actually 28, so I had to edit that part out.
28 is great.
28 is great, and 29 is fine, and
30 is flirty.
I knew you were going to say, I knew that. I knew that one was coming. All right, Kelly. Well, I love you.
I love you too.
And we love you. Peace.